Hello, my beautiful souls, beautiful goddesses. I'm so excited to be back. In a nutshell, I'm going to tell you what happened, why I went MIA, sorry, and yeah, and I'm going to tell you how we're moving forward from here. So, what happened was I was all excited about starting my goddess center, for women, doing, opening my doors as well to in-person teaching and healing sessions, one-on-one work as well, and healing programs. So that's what I was really excited about. And then my youngest child, and I have her permission to share that, she had a breakdown because of the stress that she put herself in from school. I'm not one of those parents who say, oh, you have to have good grades and stuff. I always say your first job, first and foremost, is to be happy and healthy. Everything else comes later. School is way after that, okay? So, and she's never been lazy or anything. She's worked too hard. I sometimes really had to stop her and make her lie down and sleep rather than keep on going and things like that. So, yeah, so she had so much anxiety about everything that and stress that she had a breakdown. Ended up in a psychiatric clinic, and for a month. That was really scary and traumatic for me, obviously. I'd be a psychopath if I wasn't affected by that. And so I've been basically just going there and back and forth all the time. I've been so lucky that my dad or my son was able to drive me one way or the other. But very often I had to take public transport because I don't have my own car. And it's quite an odyssey to get there by public transport. It's really quick by car, unless you get stuck in traffic at certain times. But it's pretty straightforward to go there by car. And you have to go through all these different places and change here and there and whatever and go back and forth and to and fro until you actually get there. So that is quite the journey each time. Then I hurt myself as well. And I was in a lot of physical pain, and I had to go there like 3 times a week, sometimes even more, to accompany her to go and see like doctors at different clinics and things like that. So it's been hell, and I had to also, talk to people, go to government departments and talk to them and stuff like that. Like all the paperwork that comes with it, and them being so slow about it and really taking their time, and me sitting there, it's like, I need help now, and it's like, no, it's gonna take so much time, blah blah. And it's like, but I need it now. By the time you get to it, I'll have handled it all on my own, but I'll be the worse off for it. I need some assistance now. But anyway, so it's been quite the thing, and we still have to find new therapists, because Tyler's old therapist didn't get back to us. No idea what happened. She just disappeared off the face of the earth. And I have to find somebody for myself as well. I had a couple of preliminary talks with somebody, but the way they do that is like it's like a first crisis kind of session, and then you can figure out, what your problem is, where you want to go, what you need help with, and that kind of thing, and then they can give you like an educated recommendation how to proceed. But actually finding a therapist that you can actually have a long-term or a longer-term therapy with is difficult. It takes a long time. You get onto a waiting list, and you have to see if you actually fit. If that isn't the case, you're going to start all over again, searching and whatever else. But anyway, so that is the same with children and youth therapists as well as with adult ones. So, but anyway, that's where we are at the moment. The worst is over. Tyler is back home, back at school, and things are going reasonably well with school. At home, it's really okay. Everything around that and the aftermath that comes with it, and still having to have examinations every so often with the doctor as well, is something she's not too happy about, but what can you do? So yeah, we're coping with it quite well, though. I have to say, I have such deep gratitude and appreciation that I've done so much healing work on myself, as well as having healing sessions with others. And I really have to say, after I've been in burnout and coming back from that, and and meditating every day and doing all the work and having healing sessions, and healing myself, doing self-healing and all that, that really put me in a place where I was able to handle all this with so much grace, with so much strength, that I didn't think I had yet, but it really showed me I was strong enough to handle it. And I knew I was going to have a breakdown sooner or later, and it happened, and I went to hospital because I had a big flu and I had a superbug, which is a bacterial thing, and you get that from hospitals. I visited her at the clinic all the time. I was in that hospital a lot, and where the psychiatric clinic is, like at least 3 times a week. So, and plus public transport, it's flu season, so I picked it up somewhere, and that superbug definitely at the clinic. But anyway, so yeah, I was there for 4 days, and it was really intense. I mean, they pricked me everywhere, and and they just pumped me full of fluids and antibiotics and everything. And I'm so grateful. They were so kind and caring there. Wonderful staff. And I was in isolation, which was my absolute saving grace, because I had a room to myself, and I could just go through my emotions and process them. I mean, I sat there for like 2-3 days. I was just crying and feeling into the emotions, especially the stuff, not just like the traumatic, oh my God, that was horrible and I need to let it out and cry it out, but it was also like deeper stuff like anger, desperation, and fear, and everything else that was coming up that I didn't allow myself to feel before, because I thought I have to function and I have to show that I'm capable, so that my child can come back home to me, things like that, if that's what she chooses. Obviously she did, but so it was like I had so many different things also, like to do with the family, different reactions from different family members and things like that. So everything that came up that I had to process, and there were so many different emotions as well at war within me, and some stuff that you would think like, oh my God, you should feel guilty about that, but they are emotions, and it's not about guilt and assigning blame, but it's about identifying them, feeling into them, and feeling like, okay, where does that come from? What does that do to you? And how can you how can you forgive yourself and let that go? So I've done that on so many different levels, and that was brilliant. While my body was, not really present so much. But my mind was working, and my heart was pouring out. It was pouring, and I was able to work through all that, which was wonderful. And so I was discharged at the same day that my beautiful Tyler was discharged. She was sick as well. She had a flu as well, but it wasn't that bad, and she recuperated a lot quicker. And we spent the whole weekend. So that was a Friday. We both came out of the hospital, and we just spent the whole weekend in bed together. We just wanted to be together, and also, mommy vibes when a child is sick. It's like, even if the mom is sick as well, it's like, it just feels better. Then, of course, by Monday night, she was back in her own bed, but it was, it was a time we needed to reconnect, to rebond again as well, and all that. So that was very beautiful and healing in itself. And then, so she went back to school on Wednesday, and I was sick I was still, well, not necessarily so sick anymore, but I was still very weak. I had wobbly legs, and I didn't dare to go on my bike and cycle and things, and going up and down the stairs was like, I used my arms a lot because I was afraid my legs were just going to give way. So it really did something with my body. It really like purged me, everything, and took a lot of strength. And then it was one day that I felt, yeah, I'm really on top of the world again. I'm healthy, I feel strong, I feel okay, and. And then a day later, UTI happened. Yoo-hoo! So again, antibiotics. Like, I've not had enough yet. And so that's where I'm on, but it's the third day now, so it's okay. I still have to take the medication, obviously, but it's not that painful anymore or anything. So, you can see, like, glowing again, happy again, excited again. And what I wanted to tell you was, I'm going to start teaching my online classes first, starting with the Reiki. And that's what I want to talk about, because that's where I've had the most amount of interest so far. So I'm going to start with that one. I'm going to work my way through, because I still have a lot of other stuff to do. And as of May, here at the center in person, we're going to have those networking women's groups still, but that's just once a month anyway. But we're going to slowly build up to then starting classes and things like that, and, putting, our names up, because also my other two friends haven't been feeling that I'm doing that with here. Excuse me. They haven't been feeling that well either. So at the moment, it's just like all crazy stuff happening. And we just said, we're gonna do that one event thing, and then we're gonna see, like, just spread the word and see how things go, because none of us has been able to actually do any kind of posting on social media properly and anything like that. So how would anybody know that we're actually there? So there we go. But the English one is easier, because I've got years of followers already, and I've got an audience. So that is exciting. And Reiki, I'm going to start first. And what I wanted to say was, the last couple of days, I've had a couple of Zoom calls. One was a group coaching with my money mindset coach, and we actually had a discussion last night, and it was so beautiful. And the other ladies also, they shared from their heart, and I felt so inspired. And then this morning, I watched a webinar, and it was also really inspiring, and light bulb moments and things. So anyway, so this lightning thing kind of went off. It wasn't just a light bulb, it was like lightning. And I was like, what are you doing? Why are you doing two courses instead of putting everything together as one? Okay, so it's still on my website like this, but I'm telling you now, I'm going to do Reiki 1 and 2 and the Advanced Master Teacher. Those are still there in 2 courses. I'm going to put them together. I'm still going to keep that price. So basically, you're getting 2 in 1, okay, for the same price, which is absolutely mind-blowing, I know, but because it's the first time also that I'm doing it, I'm keeping it at 444 euros, but that's just going to be the first time. And because here are my guinea pigs, and I'm hoping that I'm going to get valuable feedback from you and all that as well. There's going to be payment plans, and I'm going to be flexible on them, because I want to be able to accommodate everybody, and I don't want anybody to feel left out if they're struggling a bit more with finances or anything. So you can, I know I've been there, done that one, the t-shirts. So no shame, no blame, no nothing. Just come to me, we talk, we'll have a chat about it, and we'll work something out, which is going to be cool for both of us. That's what I wanted to say. So I've had to do that in the past also with teachers and for courses or any other kind of coaching, whatever. And I've been so grateful that I was gifted some stuff. I was also given the opportunity to pay in smaller installments when I wasn't able to pay more, and that really helped me develop so much quicker. That really accelerated my own development, and being able to have that support and that teaching and that coaching and whatever else it was, and I'm so deeply grateful. So I want to pay that forward and make it as accessible as possible for everybody. Having said that, it's a course for women, goddesses. Okay, so sorry guys, if you want to learn, I can do that, but it's going to be a separate one then. And I'm teaching heavily. My focus is heavily on the divine feminine, on goddesses, on your intuition and things like that. So if that calls to you, find a few friends to do it together with. If you get 4 or 5 people together, I'm sure we could do something. But really, this is for women. Okay, just don't want anybody to feel left out. But I'm working predominantly, and the way I'm doing my work is geared towards women and the divine feminine. Just so you know. And so I'm going to put those 2 courses, Reiki courses, together. There's also Foundations of Tarot. There is my Goddess course, of course, which I'm going to be talking about more in the future. But right now, I'm doing one thing at a time. Yeah, because that's my capacity at the moment. So we're starting with that, and once that's in line, then we're going to go to the next one. But let me know anything you're interested in. I'll put you on a waiting list. I'll keep you informed. And, it would be nice to have at least 3 people together. There's going to be a maximum of, I think it was 8, 10. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, it's going to be a relatively small group, because I really want to be able to have that one-on-one feeling with you guys, with all of you, and not feel like I'm talking to such a big crowd that we can't keep like connected and have a discussion about things and stuff like that. So that kind of personal interaction and connection is really, really important to me, especially as I'm starting out on teaching myself now. And apart from the fact that I love having feedback as well, and having your thoughts and input, and you telling me what your experiences were, and when you tried certain things and whatever, that is like, that I want to hear that. That's important to me. So I'm going to start with a smaller group, but it's going to be powerful, and I'm really excited about that. And I really know now what I'm doing. I've gained so much clarity, because before it was like, okay, I don't know, so I do it like this, like that, and it was a bit, I kind of worked out the program and the curriculum, but it was a bit hard to come. And I was like, yeah, I know, it just came, it's a flow, and so that is telling me that's the right thing to do. I'm excited. I'm really excited about it. And intuition, right? You listen to your intuition, things come. I listened before as well, but it wasn't really there because it wasn't the time yet. I didn't know I was going to go through all that drama shit. we can laugh about it now. It was really traumatic at the time, and the aftermath is still challenging in places. But yeah, but it's I'm so happy that my child is well and home, and we're working together on this. It's not anything that's like against each other, like the usual teeny mummy kind of struggle, really pulling at the same end of the rope and honoring both our promises that we made to each other and our commitments. And so, I'm really happy about that. And Tyler also encouraged me. So she said, I'm going to be in school anyway. So, or in the evening I'm going to learn, or I'm going to be in bed and read my book or my books or whatever. So we still have our Friday nights are our nights, so that's for the two of us. But other than that, it's like she said, do your stuff. You've been waiting for so long, Mama. You've been waiting for like 25, 26 years now, to really get going, because you always put us first, meaning her and her two siblings. And it's your time. Don't put that back. And so we've had a really good talk about that. Tears, hugs, all the rest of it, and it's been very healing for both of us. So yeah, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that step by step. I'm not going to do everything all at once, all by myself, all of that. No, I'm going to do this step by step, and I'm going to build on each other. Okay, one on top of the other. Once one thing is going smoothly, I'm going to add the next level, and so on. And that's what I'm going to do now. And I think that's a healthy plan, because I've got a lot of other stuff on the side in real life. But I am so excited about teaching now that I can't even begin to tell you. And I'm so excited. I'm now offering also healing sessions and healing bundles, for a month. If you have a crisis type of intervention where you need a temporary support thing with one issue that is like myself, I had a 1 month with my child being in the clinic, and I had so much love and support from so many friends, and I was so grateful for that. Still am, obviously. And that is that type, or if you just want to kind of get a taster of what that could look like, to do more than one session, but work on something for a longer period of time with different kind of tools, and go deeper into it. And then I also have a 3-month bundle where you can, these are all one-on-one, okay, so where you can really go into that. The Reiki, the Tarot, the goddesses, most of all, they are healing courses at the same time. It's not just you learning healing, but you will have healing experiences for yourself while you're doing those courses. Anyway, I'm a healer, so I'm going to put healing in everything that I'm doing. Okay, I'm a healer. That's what I'm here on earth to do. Even with my romance writing, it's like healing somebody's heart broken. Reading that can go okay, this is a healthy relationship. That's what it feels like when you're loved, when you're honored, when you're treated like a queen, like a goddess, when you're adored, when you're supported and heard and seen, that kind of stuff. So yeah, that is exactly what I'm doing, and which is why the people who read my books, with I think a couple of exceptions, they've didn't kind of connect to it, but what I've heard so far has always been oh my God, I really feel that what you're writing. And that's the thing, I'm a facilitator, so I facilitate feelings, so you can connect to those feelings, you can heal something. you can strengthen something that you want to keep, the feelings, the emotions, certain emotions and things like that. Obviously, you can amplify that when you want to have a positive thing. You want to amplify that, and a negative thing is like, okay, this is a different kind. Let me show that to you, and let me show you how that feels. I mean, I can talk to you about it in a the theory of it, and that might be nice in your head, but it's not going to reach lower if you can't feel it, because we need to feel things to really integrate them. And that feeling is what I'm doing. I'm facilitating feelings, and with that I'm facilitating healing. Okay, that's how I work. That's my personality. That's me. That's totally authentic Tirza. Okay, and yeah. So if you're interested in learning with me, you're not sure what, or you're sure what, but you don't know how or when or whatever, any kind of questions you have, or doing healing work with me, please contact me. We talk about it. We can hop on Zoom or just in DMs, whatever is happier, comfier for you. But I'm totally happy to hop on Zoom with you and, have no strings attached conversation about how I can help you best. And if you feel comfortable and aligned moving forward working with me, wonderful. I might even feel it has to obviously resonate from both sides, it has to feel, but usually it's like two people connect, they both feel it, if it's not really happening, then both sides feel it as well, which is totally cool, and it's fine, and nobody has to feel bad about it, okay, in case that happens. Totally safe space, always confidential, and all the rest of it, that same thing as when you go to the doctor, the lawyer, or whatever. So talk to me. I'm very approachable, and I'm here to serve, I'm here to help, and I'm here to heal, and to teach. So yeah, contact me, we'll talk. I'm so happy to talk to you. Write me an email, or mostly probably best way to chat is Facebook. Come to my group, Tirza's Goddesses, and we'll talk about it from there. Okay, so lots of love, and I will be in touch with everybody who's already said they were gonna wanna learn with me. I've got a lot of beautiful goddesses interested in my Reiki courses, and that is now going to be one Reiki course. So I'm going to contact everybody and set things up, and get the ball rolling. So love you so much, and I'll talk to you later, and I'll see you later, and then I'll tell you also what happened in January when I have the time to do that. And then we'll talk more about my goddess cause as well, but it's going to be all different videos, okay? So just so you know. So from my heart, so much love to you. Thank you for being here, for watching, and sharing that beautiful sacred space with me. Talk to you later. Bye.